Broadcast live.
Do you think, just to cut you, with a guy like Nasty C, I mean, he's probably he reads a lot, right? He's smart enough. He's gone through the wrong people over time, but he's always almost been in that search for guys who are able to think big, and then he plugs in. And because he's a big thinker, he knows how to, okay, I can trust these guys to think big and take me to that level, you know? So you might find that he might not have the drive, but he's almost kind of like building a team. Nasty seems like he's been in a search of a team that could further take him where he doesn't know where he can go, but he knows he can go somewhere.
I think with Nasty, it's a matter of trust. He seems like one of those kids that like just keep to themselves, because I think he's aware of his gift, you know.
But you see, that's the thing though. You're aware of your gift, so you know how to go sell it.
Yeah.
He's aware of his gift, but he doesn't know who he can trust with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's young.
Yeah. Versus
and like I said earlier, I don't think Nasty C has sat and studied Rockefeller, how it was built, you know, but I'm sure he studied Eminem's catalog, the lyrics and the style, and I'm sure he could, you know, explain why M was the best and why Young Thug is so big in this era. Like I think he's like a genius or like a lab rat when it comes to music. So I don't think he's really like bothered with the business side of things, you know.
But he's smart.
He's smart. So like you saying, like he's been looking for the guys who are gonna take care of that side.
Yeah.
You know, and I think with Universal, he found the right guys. Like Sipho is one of the only guys in the game who are at that level, who still care about the artist, who still protect the artist and leave the artist to be the artist and make the music. Most record labels right now are changing everybody's sound. They trying to control everything. So the move to Universal was brilliant, and we've seen amazing change from him going from Mabala situation where, you know, it was evidently not working for him. And even his accolades were accredited to, you know, what people saw as corruption and all of that. When sometimes when you think about it, it's like, yo, but he deserved that, you know. But because of
it was tainted by by whatever Mabala was
so
coming.
Universal was able to
pull him out. Colin, you know, Colin Gale, all those guys I think are really plugging in. But without digressing, so Nasty, okay, cool.
Nasty. I think A-Reece is actually building a dope thing for himself.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he's you know, A-Reece for me, his story is bittersweet because he's got a powerful thing, but if there was some business acumen around it, like some.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be wise for me to criticize him at this point.
Okay, well, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. It's not critics saying he's got a real good.
I'm saying with him, I think I can comment to different, but with him right now, anything that I say about him, he's gonna get offended.
Okay.
So I think he's building.
This is a compliment. This is positive. Let's just put it out there.
It's positive. Yeah. What I'm saying is positive. I hope he takes it as positive. I think he's building something that has a lot of potential, and with the right mind guiding him, he could build something that would be sustainable.
And him listening to that mind too.
They don't. Let me leave it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like that. A-Reece, I think MT has built something that has become bigger than him now. I think that sound that he came with on his first album just took over, and everybody took it and used it, and we don't even remember that it comes from him, or we heard it from him, you know. There's a lot of kids who sound like him now, and I think it's become bigger than him. So I think he needs to maybe find a new vibe and whatever, but I think it was brilliant, the sound that he came with. So He's also dope. Shit. I think it's sad that we don't have more names that are just at the top of the mind. Because there's mad talent. I think these kids from Durban are Black Gold. I think it's Black Gold. Yeah.
What do you think of the kid? Is it Folker? His Major League did a track with him.
Yeah, I'm not. A lot of people, vocalists,
Mm.
a lot of people like his vibe, and for me, it's still not polished yet. Like, I think he's a thinker, and I grew up on the stuff that he samples and the stuff that he references, so I know it. So it doesn't hit me as much as it hits everyone, because for me, it's like, yeah, you got potential, but you still need to go
Deep.
work this thing and find it. He reminds me of like a 14-year-old me when I listen to him. Like, yeah, you've got the idea, but you still need to go find this. And I think he's also a hustler, so I think he might just, 2-3 years from now, he might be one of those guys. He might even be bigger than everybody, that he's coming up with, because he's thinking. He
Strategic with the
He's
moves.
very strategic.
But
He's
I know
at every event.
And he's like he's the new wave of kids.
Yeah.
As in, like, he's the big hashes of the world, but he's literally going, I could do that shit too.
Yeah.
But this is the shit I need to lean on.
Yeah.
I think he's that type of kid. He's like a proper new wave rap kid.
If he finds it, the balance. He could do some dope shit.
What's happening?
There's a kid from Klexdorp that Cooley signed, I think. He's dope. I dig his vibe. Like, he's a breath of fresh air.
While you're looking for his name, I want to digress. Do you sleep with your watch?
Do I sleep? No, I don't sleep.
Yeah, since we're at the house, and like,
that's unhealthy. Why would I sleep with my watch?
No, we're at your house, so you've got your watch on. I don't know, but I appreciate you wearing your watch for me.
Thank you. I don't sleep with my watch, bro. Dope Boy, that's his name.
Yeah.
Dope Boy,
yeah.
that's his name.
No,
he's got a song out called Madlera Dope Boy. Yeah. He's got a song out that really that I like. What is it called? Do you know him? Bodega. Yeah, Bodega. Yeah. He's like, I think he's the nicest right now in the Northwest province. Yeah. And he's also a new wave kid, but he's got the balance. He's got like that whole Motswako vibe with like trap, but like he also has this language that he speaks. So sometimes you don't know what he's saying, but it just sounds dope. So I think those are the guys that are worthy to mention right now. But there's a lot of talent.
So what's going to happen with Motswako, right? I mean, after Jabba passed, have you guys been talking? How are you guys coming together? Is there conversation? What has been the conversation within the? I know that like one of the big things that Jabba always wanted was for everybody to come back together and work together, And besides, not even for him, but I think it just becomes more powerful even for you guys. Yeah. Would we ever see that unity like we ever saw once upon a time?
The saddest thing is before the Jabba thing happened, we were all supposed to be at my house. So I called everybody I'm close with. So I called Jabba, Toady, Cooley, KG, and we were doing the Nyuku remix. Jabba came. I'm so glad he came, because that's one of the memories that I got to capture on camera. Toady came. So it was me, Jabba, and Toady in studio, and we've got the first part of the Nyuku remix recorded. Is dog. The day that track drops is amazing. It's like classic Motswako on like 400,000 trans, because now you have this new kid like me. I've got like this new vibe, so I know the right thing to do for these kids to listen. And then you have like the OGs rapping. It's crazy how this thing came about, and because we're all in studio, we like writing each other's lines, and you can hear the exchanges.
Yes,
and
yes,
it's a
yes.
mad, crazy song. I wanted to put it on this album, but I thought it's too early and I don't want to jump on hype.
Of
It's
course.
just a song I have. I'll drop one day. And Cooley and KG couldn't come because something came up. And there was going to be the one time we were all going to be in studio, and that's never happened. So it's so sad it didn't happen. But Jeba's passing was very heavy. It's still heavy on all of us. But somehow he brought us together, you know. That weekend, we were all there and we all interacted, and it kind of started conversations. Like I talk to Tasso now every week. I haven't spoken to Tasso in years, you know, and there was also that little vibe. Me and Tasso were not really getting along, 1D1. But like now I talk to Tasso like almost every week. Yo, what up? How you doing? Yeah, you know, which is dope for me. I talk to Toady a lot. I don't speak to Cooley that much. I don't even know which number he uses, but the conversation has started. I think it just takes, it's gonna take someone to say, hey, come, let's come together. And I know nobody is gonna stand out of that one now, because we all know that, you know, life, shit happens. So if somebody's gonna call you and say, come through, we're all coming through. I think it's important, maybe, actually it's important to, I think we need like a Motswako family reunion album that might not sell triple platinum, but it just needs to be done, you know, just so that people know there were these guys, they formed this thing. Through them, a Cassper Nyovest was breeded, a Kulichana was breeded, like for the kids that know as JR, you know. Some of these guys also come from Motswako. I remember like the reason why like AKA was big in Muff Town was because he got the Jabba feature on the remix. So like, you know, it just, the history has to be taught.
I think that you're right. Y'all need to come together, do an EP, then bring in like these kids, the new kids also, because you
definitely,
gotta.
because also when was the last time?
Yeah, because what you gotta do, you guys gotta say it doesn't stop with us, you know. So like you guys literally be the anchor, but it has to really be to present to the future.
Like this Madlera D-boy
exactly.
kid, I'm telling
you know what I mean.
about.
And like I think if Cooley's, if it's Cooley's artist, it's worthwhile. It's all in the family. We'll support you. It's your guy. You know what I mean. We'll push him also. Just let us know. You know what I mean.
We definitely have to do that, because when you look at like the Durban artists, I mean, this thing has been said years and years, but it's never been done. We always say, hey, oh, look at the Durban guys. But the Durban guys pull together and it looks strong, it moves strong, it becomes one thing. Even though they don't really get along, but you know, for the music from afar, it's like the Nigerian guys, it works. With Motswako, it's just, people don't even know I belong there. You know, it's Cassper is SA hip hop, and I'm actually a Motswako guy.
Did you talk about Durban? What's happening? You've had what have been the challenges with moving the concert to Moses Mabhida? There have been papers, stories in the papers that there are people who are trying to. There's a Tira came to a press conference. I'm asking myself, I'm saying, what's happening here? You know,
it's wild. Like we had press conferences that had nothing to do with the show.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, what's happening here? There's a lot of explanations.
Durban is a very beautiful city. But you know, there's a lot of things we didn't know about the city, like the fact that there's a lot of forums that are protecting that place, and for a good reason. So you've got these business forums and the creative industry that have taken a stance to basically audit the government and ask them questions, so that they firstly account for what they're doing, who they're doing it with, who they give money to, and why. You know, and it's for Durban artists. So for them, it's like, you're not gonna come and waste our money and we don't know what's going on. So there's a lie that came out that said we got 56 million rand. My guy, I wish I got 50. You know, man, you work with sponsors and whatever. Nobody's getting 56 million rand legally.
Legally.
Yes.
Yeah, disclaimer.
That's very important. Some people might be getting 56 million and it's just illegal things that people don't even know about. It's wild. You find that there's a little festival that costs 2 million, but you know it's priced at 56. So that now awakened these forums to say you are gonna give this kid from Maftown 56 million. For what?
Not even Joburg, Maptown.
From Maftown, not
Yeah.
even Joburg. You know, when he's not getting 56 million in his province. When he's not getting shit from his province.
Which is what Jabba was always fighting about
Yeah,
also.
our province doesn't give a fuck about us. I say it right now. The Northwest province doesn't give a fuck about their artists. And they went and questioned them, and fortunately it was a lie. So they were able to produce facts, you know, that no, it's a lie. There was no 56 million. In fact, we still haven't got a cent from the city. You know, we're still begging and asking, 4 years later, begging and asking for sponsorship. I don't know why it's so hard. And through that, we build relationships with these people. And we also didn't run away. We were like, yeah, we want to account for what we're doing. Here's our proposals, and this is how much we need. This is where it's going, you know. And it helped. Just being an honest businessman helped. Because had there been any funny manga business there, we would have been in big trouble. Because, you know, if we had that thing of the water is 1,000 a dumpy, you know, so it wasn't like that. So we almost solved it. So in the middle of that, then Tira was speaking about his own things. You know how the media is. So they took Tira's situation with the Durban tourism and they made it about me. And it became a headline, and Tira came to clear it up. Say, no, this is not what I meant. This is what I meant. They twisted my story. Wah, 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 wah. I don't have a problem with Cassper. I don't have a problem with his show. And yeah, that's where it ended. That's one of the biggest challenges. The second thing is just it's a different city. So I don't know what to do. Like Joburg, I know where to go, where to promote. If I'm trying to take out flyers, I know this robot at this time. This is Durban. I don't know. We're freestyling, you know? And it's been a very educational one for me. I learned a lot of Zulu, number one. I even changed my name to Spiwe. And number two is like, made me realize like, yo, like, there's a lot of like tribalism also in the country, like.
Tribalism, yeah?
Yeah, there's that whole like Zulu versus Tswana. Like shit, I wasn't aware. I thought we're all black people. You know, I didn't think the whole like Limpopo versus Durban because of Idibala and Gqom. It's like shit. I didn't know it was like that, like to the average layman. I thought we were all just black people, we're struggling. So it's been one of those ones where I've learned now to like tread carefully. Like now you can't crack a Zulu joke because to someone else it might look like, yo, this Tswana guy is disrespecting us as Zulus. You know, so I'm learning how to move, you know, and respect other people's cultures and what they think and yeah.
Do you think after this you'll ever do another Fill Up?
Shit. You know, it's been so tough, Joe. Yes, like if I could take a little break, just chill out, be an artist, wait for Tira to book me, just perform, get my money, come to my house, pay my water bill, which is very high. That would be cool, but then I'd just be another artist. So nah, I'm not gonna stop. Not for now. So next year, I will be doing another stadium. I just need to figure out or decide which one. I'm leaning towards leaving the country and doing it somewhere else. Because, number one, South Africa doesn't appreciate. For them, it's just the bash. They don't see the concert and where we're trying to move this thing. So maybe they'll appreciate it if they see it on social media in Botswana. Maybe I should go to Botswana, do the national stadium there. Because I know they will appreciate it. They've never seen production like this. So I'm leaning towards doing Botswana's national stadium next year. I know the Botswana guys will be excited to hear this. I've been saying it for a while. And yeah, that's my plan for now. Yeah.
Right. Yo, Cass, man. I was watching the trailer of Fill Up Moses. Well, Jazzworks sent me the trailer, or showed me the trailer. I know it's not out.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
I just looked at it, and you're going to look back, B, and see how much work you've done. You're going to cry. It's just amazing. You've done a lot of work, and taking a rest is cool sometimes. Just chill. Sometimes, even if taking a break is cool sometimes. Just take a break.
Broadcast live